Hello and welcome back. This deck just got first place and second place at the most recent standard challenge event out of like 77 or so players, and today we're going to take it and convert it to best of one. Honestly, I don't think there are too many changes to make here. I'm still kind of the mentality that the best thing you can do in best of one right now is just to execute on your own game plan. I'm not so sure we need a couple torches and a couple flood malls. The card is very flexible. I think really what I want to do is just make sure we hit our game plan on time as often as possible. So I'm actually going to cut pretty much all of the interaction in the deck, except for maybe the Glacial Dragon Hunt, because that does actually facilitate our game plan. And instead, we're going to put in some more cards that help us deliver on that. So the first one is going to be Sleight of Hand. For these, pairs really well with vivi. The cantrip that allows you to hit the next cantrip or the next, Witch Knight Stories or whatever is very good. And it's just a play that can fit into our curve at any point in time and try to dig towards our Cauldron vivi combo for the most part. Then we only have 2 slots left. I honestly am thinking about putting in the Thunderclap Trainer. Like, one of the problems with the deck is you need creatures to survive to accumulate counters off the Soul Cauldron to get the Vivi's abilities. If all your creatures just die to one-to-one removal, you actually do nothing, and then the Cauldron is effectively a dead card that doesn't contribute to the board state. So Thunderclap is interesting. It's a creature. It helps you dig towards the Cauldron, of which there aren't really any ways to dig towards it other than just like discarding and drawing as fast as you can. And then turn 6 or so with 6 mana, you can plop it down and get 2 creatures, which means your opponent has to have 2 removal spells, and if one of them sticks around, someone at least is alive to get the Cauldron going. So I am thinking about that, but I don't know for sure if it's the right call or not, so I think we're just going to play it safe and pull in the Draconautics Engineer out of the sideboard of the deck that has already proven to do pretty well. So this is another creature. It can put a counter on itself, which is very nice, like the Thrill Seeker. Having creatures that already come in with counters means you don't have to burn the Soul Cauldron tap to get a counter on it, so that is nice. And then also the 4-mana Exhaustibility can create a 4/4 Red Dinosaur Dragon creature token, and then you put counters on that. So this is good. It also has abilities that are relevant in the graveyard for the Soul Cauldron, whereas other than that, Vivi is the only one with an activated ability besides the Thrill Seeker that actually benefits from getting into the Cauldron. So I think this is what we're going to do with it. We'll just trim a couple cards from the sideboard, so we're down to 15. And then I'm also going to cut 1 Sanctuary and 1 Thundering Falls. And we'll go up, I think 2 islands here, right? It's 7 and 6. Red and blue sources. I just never, ever, ever want to have a hand with 2 sanctuaries in the opening hand in best of 1. I mean, I don't want it ever, but I really don't want it in best of 1. And 2 surveil lands, I think is plenty. You could probably, the third one's probably fine, but I think I'm okay with 2. So here we go. We're going to run it in best of 1. This is probably not going to be quite as successful as my last week of games. Why is that music so loud? Is it just me? Best of 1. Oh my gosh, is that loud for you guys? I don't know. I'm turning my my audio volume down. I don't think that'll impact you guys. This deck is like a mid B tier, maybe low mid B tier. It could even drop into the C tier in best of 1. I just don't think it's as powerful or as consistent as the other combo decks, because you need a lot to go right to get it all to work out together. We're on the play with a surveil land. Looks good enough. Starting the day at 150 Mythic. Okay, surveil away. Yeah, that's part of the thing we want. I think we'll keep that. It's part of the combo. We don't have Vivi, but we could ditch an engineer or something. What is on green here? I guess we could. I think this is fine. You could profs. Also. You could Light Shatter and bin the Engineer with the stories and then set it up to go in the Cauldron. This isn't the card we most want in the Cauldron. It's okay in the Cauldron, I'm just not sure we need to prioritize that, per se. Alright, so Winter Night Stories for sure can go. You don't have to discard anything else if you don't want to. I mean, everyone else is pretty good, I would say. You could get rid of a Fear if you really want, but I don't think we want another land over that. Okay. 5 to the face. Next turn. The Chocobo comes down. Okay. Sure. Okay. That's interesting. I think we'll take the next land, actually. We'll also get profs down. Okay, they probably won't trade. They'll probably keep their draw engine. This is a weird deck because you can just try to beat him over the head and win without vivi. But if you do ever get vivi, then you're trying to figure out a new game plan. How can you just combo off? That was land from hand? I don't know what that card does. +1 counter, it has 3 more counters, sack this or when you sack this or search your library for 2 basic lands. Interesting. $7 damage here. More if we just go Cauldron. They have no interaction for us. There's stick here. I guess we're anticipating something going wrong. Could go. Other creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Okay. Seems decent. We'll give this 2. Actually, there's no creature down there. Not bad. That's not necessary. I thought we could get 1 more counter off that. For double green, I guess they could fight one of these guys. Let's put it here. Or bite or something. Nope, nothing. Okay. Kind of a non-game there. Anticipating maybe like a bite spell. Try to distribute the counters out somewhere else. We didn't really need to play the Cauldron. I thought there was a creature down there, but there's not. I was hoping to get 1 more +1 counter on something. Okay, so that was a non-VV, non-combo game. We did nothing on turn 1. Played some creatures on 2 and 3. Just beat him over the head with Pross Eidetic Memory. That was kind of it. I think in the next hour we'll get several games where we attempt the combo. Cryogenics 12 says, "Yay, more best of 1. Glad you're liking it. I do want to keep doing more videos per day. I just haven't had as much time the last day or two." 1 Keck, 1764. It's a 1-lander on red. This is a mulligan. I don't know if I'm going to read that comment or not. On the draw, looks pretty good. I think you could bin the land here, actually. Hope to get the next land off the Fear. Then we could bin the Draconics Engineer to the graveyard off the Fear. And then just have it down there, ready to go. Another green deck. I bet I haven't moved the camera yet, have I? Nope, camera's blocking all the good stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, that's part of the problem of not having a full computer setup. Don't think we need the next one of these. One says hello. I do want to hit a 3rd untapped land if we can. It's green and white. Could be like the artifacts deck now. So 2 mana 2/1. Power less than it can't block, okay. I think we'll still ditch the Engineer off the Fear and try to hit an untapped land. Nope, we got 1 more turn to do it. Otherwise, we go double Mako. It's not bad. As long as you control a creature with a counter on its creature, gets +1/+2. 2 mana 3/3 if they can get a counter. And that is not a counter. It does take our creature though. Okay. We hit the 3rd land into the Tirsa. Yeah, I think I'm down to just get us moving in the right direction. Drop a land and a Mako, I think. We want the Mako. I don't know if we need the Mako, honestly. Yeah, this is fine. Not sure. Okay, no attacks. Maybe we hold them back. Only can't block if its creature power less than it. Gold Vein Hydra, a 4/4. Now there's a counter. Well, that's fun. I mean, if we hit Vivi, we need a creature to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we're eating all of this, actually. Like, I think it's got to be Vivi in the next couple cards here somehow. I don't have enough mana to do it all, do we? Okay. No Vivi showing up. We don't really need the next Tirsa. We're probably just dead here. We also cannot block the breakers as long as they're bigger than the Mako. And this guy's trample, so we're taking a crap ton of damage. We're basically dead here. We're taking 7. No matter what. Tirsa can block the small breaker. Mako can block the trampler. And then we still take 7 here. Maybe 8 with the Elfiash this game. Okay, fairly unglorious, I would say. Thank you. That's lovely. Alright. Okay. All good. Yeah, I'm not going to read some of the comments recently. Some of them are fine. Just fine. They're a little provocative, I would say. Top progress, or to progress, or top progress. It's progress. Hi, thanks for the content. You're great. I'm wondering what would be your game plan against Simulacrum Synthesizer with the mono white control deck, and how would you side? In the current side, we're going to draw here. This is fine. I don't know if the sideboard for that deck had any artifact hate, right? You could run Exercise, the 2 mana sorcery, exile a artifact enchantment or something else. Okay, let's just go Fear. Discord stories, I think. What do we got? Okay. I wonder if Omniscience is coming out to play here. Mono blue still? Okay. Maybe Mako and Profs here. Maybe we'll put the counter on the Mako. Feels like they're gonna kill the Fear. Feels like they're just gonna kill the Fear here. So Dimir as far as dispersal, there could be like Dimir Oculus. Man, you don't know. I don't know. What's the swamp doing here? What are we doing? Bib Mill. Arden the Usurper. Okay, so Dimir-ish Reanimator. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This guy's legendary though. So they need another creature down there to start getting the real value out of this thing. Now we do actually have Graveyard Hate in the deck, right? Like our own... Drawing into our own, whatchamacallit, is huge. I think we can start with a sleight of hand. We can get 2 and Agatha Soul Cauldron is quite nice. No, just you. Okay. I think that is basically the goal here. Is just to dig as fast as we can towards the Soul Cauldron. Okay, can cast that back next turn. To 14, thinks about it, does nothing. Still just that one creature down there in duplicate. Touching the graveyard, maybe time for a Zombify. Just get back the random 8 mana 4/4. Surveil first, maybe they get lucky. Nope, just land. Demons you control. This guy's not a demon. Menace Lifelink and haste. Do nothing again. Okay. I think we do want to run out a Winter Night Stories here if we can. Technically, we could play one land to get around Spell Pierce again if we really want to. Auto Tapper has left us with only red, which I don't think I would have done left to my own devices. Soul Seeker's an interesting way to just close out the game, but we don't need all this land, do we? Fast land for sure. Yeah, maybe the Surveil land. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Let's see what they got. Go for the throat or something. Dispersal again, back to hand. All right. Oh my gosh, the Jumbo Cactuar. All right, well, we cannot stop that, right? If they're gonna have it, they're gonna have it. Okay, attacks. All right, so that's the combo. So they reanimate this. This thing have haste. Yeah, so they reanimate it and they swing for 9/9 with haste. And they have it here. And we did not dig to our Cauldron fast enough, which would have been the out for us. Does it trample? Menace, lifelink, and haste. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. That's real nice. That's good. That's good. Very good. Very good stuff. Anyway, I can't really think off the top of my head what all the sideboard stuff is. I mean, the longer the game goes, gosh, they just continue to hit 3-drops, continue to develop the board. You can run the Sunfalls and stuff. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure you really have a great matchup there. Unless you have Artifact Tape, which I don't think there was in the sideboard, so I think it's probably tough. I'll have to go back and check. Mac Daddy says, RIP Dragon Breath. Yes, I did roast Dragon Breath a little bit videos ago. He'll be fine. We're on the draw. We got the full spiel here. We got Soul Cauldron and Vivi and a way to discard her. Several ways to discard her, in fact. Them. Him. It's a dude. Okay. We're on the draw. It's Demir. Okay. So actually, one thing you can do is you don't have to discard Vivi. You get through more counter spells and removal spells if you don't do it that way. If you think the Bo1 has a lot of removal, you actually want to run Vivi out, have them burn a removal spell to kill it, and then sharpen the Cauldron after. If you just ditch her immediately, you don't have enough creatures to get the Cauldron and stuff. It's actually not that good. So this is a pretty good turn, actually, just hard caster them it. Because, because if they tap out for a removal spell, we can tap out for the Soul Cauldron. Opponent struggling a little bit to land here. Okay. Cool. We can probably start with a Profs. If they want to counter that, we get to resolve a Dragon Hunt. We discard the Cauldron. I I wonder if they'll counter the dragon. Actually, not so sure how I want this to go. I think I actually want to try this first. I don't know if they're going to burn Spell Stutter on just this, though, you know? Like, they might hold it for something better. And I'm pretty happy if this resolves, I think. Okay, I can go. We can keep the Cauldron still, I think. We'll zap this for 3. I'm okay with that. Run out profs. Maybe they'll counter this one. We're still left with Cauldron in hand. It's okay. We can get this down underneath the counter spell, which I think is worth it. Pump the vivi one last time before combat. Okay. Definitely a lot of mana to play with next turn. Can do a Winter Night Stories potentially without even harmonizing. If they kill vivi, it goes in the Cauldron. They're just having a really tough time with mana this game, though. I mean, they're having a rough time for sure. They're over it. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. They just didn't really have a good mana base that game. Jake Herter says, haha, before I clicked on the Namir Best of 1 video, I said, watch, one effing duress is going to be in the sideboard, and here we are. I don't actually know if that's true or not, because sometimes when I convert decks to Best of 1, I reduce all the duplicates in the sideboard just so I can put cards I like in the sideboard. I don't use it as a Best of 3 sideboard, I use it as like a thinking space for cards that could possibly go in. So there was probably one duress, but there could have been more in the actual original deck. We're on the play. We have Vivi and a Surveil land. It looks great. We'll keep it. Let's try to hit that next land. Great. Sure. Leave that on top. Mono black. Duress. There goes Eidetic Memory. So again, you could Tirsa. I think we need red more in general. And discard all the Vivis. But if they're mono black and they're going to remove them all anyway, just let them remove them. Alright, we'll get rid of one of them here, though. But I'm planning to hardcast some of these guys. Like, if they want to burn some cutdowns, let's see some cutdowns going. Because someone has to survive to get the Soul Cauldron counter. And this might be a bad example if they just discard that. Maybe it doesn't really matter, but in general, I think it's worth thinking about that strategy as you play this deck. Okay, great. So one Go for Throat's gone. That means there's one fewer Go for the Throat. For the creature, we ultimately try to put a Cauldron counter on. That's my whole point of that bit. Yeah, I think we want to save Tirsa, if we can. Until we have, like, some lands to discard. I think we want to keep as much value in our hand as possible. If we go Tirsa, discard 2 cards, they discard our last card. We're a little bit sad. Touch and feed the swarm. All right, again. Second removal spell down. Yeah, I guess that one's just fine to go into the graveyard. It's kind of like a free discard. We can just cast it now. Let's do it like this. I think I want to keep the Mako. I don't think I want to discard anything else. Alright, we're on the board. At a 14. See if there's like a shelter or something. What does that guy do? 4 mana, 4/3 menace. When deals combat damage to a player, you may exile and transform it. Controlled. Each opponent discards a card, you draw a card. Each opponent sacks 2 of their creatures of their choice, phase 3. It's a 7/7. Oh my god. So we don't want him to deal damage to us. He's got menace? Is that what you're telling me? He's not going to block this thing, though. Let's just discard, though. We could double block with someone. Or just discard this last card. I think he's eating it. He's attacking back with Menace. And he's flipping it, but hopefully he's close enough to dead. 7's a menace. Ooh, okay.
No more distractions.
Alright, Mako can go.
Sacrifices must be made.
Attack with menace, flip, discard the last card. That was wild. That's a lot of value for a random 4-drop. Okay, and there goes our whole graveyard too. That's pretty sad. Oh, that's really sad. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Geez. I mean, we're gonna discard a card anyway, so might as well get it down. This guy can block, right? It's not some weird 7/7 legendary creature. Goodness gracious. That's awful. That is awful. Okay. I don't think the double block would have worked anyway, right? We had a 0/3, a 3/3, and a 1/1. I guess we could have sacked the vivi and double blocked it and let leave with Liliana. I don't think it's gonna be great for us either way.
You won't be outsmarting.
That's a 5, that's a 3. Okay, I think we're good to go here. I don't think I need to see another second against mono black discard per se. Yeah, this deck it's fine. This is a 50-50 deck. People watch this video and go like, oh my gosh, it's terrible. It's not terrible, it's just 50-50. It's just a little above average, I would say. Nereus Jaden says, I definitely prefer rotation proof at the moment, but I'm also not really bothered either way because deck building will be a lot more interesting next month. Just want to make sure I'm set for Edge of Eternities. I'll make sure you're set for Edge of Eternities. On the draw, Cauldron in hand. Okay, so we get Mako down, and we start Sleight of Handing. I don't know what this guy is yet. I think Mako getting counters early could be valuable if we can find a way to do that. Okay, so it's gonna be like Dinos or something. Some Reanimator deck for sure. Oh gosh, Kotis? Goodness gracious. Alright. I don't know what's up with that. Feels like we just want to slam Soul Cauldron here. And I think we're good to just actually take this guy now. Yeah, he's over it. Okay, alright. That is one coincidentally nice thing. If you happen to main deck Soul Cauldron for your own strategy, you just auto-win some matchups if you can draw it. I think we lost one already today, right? We had no Soul Cauldron. We needed it desperately, and I forget what that was. I forget what they reanimated. We tried to draw into it and we could not get there. Oh, it was the Jumbo Cactuar Fling. That was when we needed it. I don't know what this one is. Vamos Dandadan? Tamazo de Wurtz. I actually don't know what that means. We're on the draw, it's okay. We can bin an excess Cauldron. There is no translation in English. Vamos? Dan? I think that's like a... I think that's just like a singing thing. Tamazo de Wurtz. Tamazo? I don't know what that is. Vivi showing up. It's against the demon wall. Okay. I think I want to slam Vivi next turn. Again, I don't want to discard to the graveyard because it's one fewer card to survive removal. We'll see how this goes. If their hand is all go for throw. You want to burn through each and every one of them that you can. Can this thing block? You can only block. Okay. Alright, so we're pretty happy to just throw Vivi down. And if they kill her, him. This is fine. Yep, it's fine. One removal spell down. It's in the graveyard, we want her anyway. If we had an untapped land, it'd be nice. Could go Fear plus Soul Cauldron. If they tap out, we can also just go right into Soul Cauldron. They do kind of tap out. They've been a Malboro 6-mana 4/4 Bad Breath. This creature enters each opponent discards a card. Those 2 life until top 3 cards of the library. Swamp Cyclones. Maybe a Reanimator deck too. Alright, they do in fact tap out. This is quite nice for us. We can go Soul Cauldron into Engineer. Onto Engineer, rather. Okay. And then, we have 4 mana to play with. I guess we can do all of it here, right? Ditch the land. Eidetic Memory. Counter here. You also have Vivi's ability. So technically, we have 3... No, we have a crap ton of mana here. Let's make a dragon. Okay. That's probably enough for now. I think we can wait till our opponent's turn to do that. No, it's only a sorcery, right? Yeah, okay, so we have to do that on our turn. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. We're not out of it. At least Vivi's successfully in the Cauldron. Hopefully, there's none down there, so she can't, like, they can't strip Vivi, you know, out of the Cauldron or whatever. I took a Thrill Seeker. That's okay. That's okay. We're still doing okay here. They got 1 card in hand. We got a Eidetic Memory and a Cauldron. Alright, let's begin here. Creature is good, I guess. We'd have to discard profs. I guess that's okay. I don't really want to. We could hit a land, but I think I'd rather get a creature going. Meh. Pretty meh. Okay. We'll leave that in hand, I suppose. In theory, we can get around this if there's a creature down here. You actually have activated abilities, so we'll get you in there too. You got another cut down? Fish, don't do it. I think we should control gain haste. Okay, that's fine. Alright, looks like we're going dragon and haste here. Please, auto tapper, do not do that. What other creatures are there? A Demon Wall? That actually has an activated ability, funnily enough. We should be able to make another dragon here, right? Which is kind of sick. Can you do anything else cool? Other creatures gain haste? Okay. Sure. Okay. Plus Delirium? Seems decent. Opponent drops to 9 and then to 3. And they need another deadly cover-up, basically. I don't think they have it. Alright, discard 2 creatures, sure. Still, does not solve the problem. Alright. Good game. Alright, so that game you got to at least see the logic that we play Vivi first, they burn through some Go for their throats, and then finally they were out of removal for a little while, except they had the sweeper. And that enabled us to actually put the Vivi counters on something. I'm not saying you do that every matchup, but I do think sometimes At least when I was practicing in the play queue, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the deck, that seemed to be a play pattern that was pretty important to know about. Some games I just like ran out of creatures, and I was like, all right, well, things are at the Cauldron, but I have nothing to do. And then every time I played a creature, if they just go for the throat of it, I was like, oh man, I should have just ran out the vivi, had one fewer removal spell in the opponent's hand. That would have made a big difference in those games. On the play, looks great. Surveil away. Sure. I mean, you really want creatures, but, it's okay. Alright, so these guys probably aren't going to have much removal, so I'm happy to just Dragon Hunt. I don't know. Maybe we'll just get rid of Sleight of Hand here. We slam Vivi next turn, and then we get Eidetic Memory. You could almost get rid of the Cauldron into green. You could almost do that, right? They could be like Golgari, though. You just don't know. Let's slow them down a little bit. I'm feeling that they're mono green, but they could be like Golgari with plenty of removal. Nope, they're going to be mono green Tifa landfall combo. Nope, they're going to be Pearl? Tifa landfall combo? What is this? Supply count as chat? Okay, sure. No, they're the same stuff. I don't think they're going to have a red removal spell, but we don't know what red is for. It's not a big deal. We go Mako, Cauldron, 2 mana, play profs, like, that would all be fine if they did have, like, an Abrade or Lightning Strike, something like that here. It's Tifa. It's a land. But, doesn't matter for this turn. Kind of surprised they blow it right now, right? It's going to come in tapped. Is that not a mistake? Okay. Guess we're starting here. Could go Cauldron, I guess, as well. And then Mako this turn. Hopefully we don't lose next turn. There's no creature to take, yeah? Oh, there actually is a creature to take. Okay, we'll grab that. If they tap out, I think we'll look to Dragon Hunt someone. See if they land off the top. Land off the top. It's a 4/2. No blocks here. Maybe red is for pump spells. No, I think we're okay. At 16. Okay. Sure. Let's try to kill the Chocobo again. Discard the Fear, keep the Sleight of Hand. I think, just because we have so much to potentially do here. Try to zap you. Try to do something relevant off the vivi here. Oof, the whiff. Okay, that actually is too bad. We could just die this coming turn, unfortunately. I think we're holding back because, oh, that's so sad. I mean, I think we could just die right here. We have to top deck something good. I think we're holding back the block, actually. I think we should not have tapped the vivi there. I I think we should have used the vivi mana instead of letting the Dragon Hunt tap the vivi. That was a mistake. Plenty of mana there. I think we had like maybe 4 off the vivi alone. Alright, they don't find lethal. That was a mistake though. We should not have tapped the vivi. We should have used the mana off the vivi, tried to get in for a big attack, or at least hold back a big blocker versus Tifa. I got a little bit lucky there. Okay, so this is a song, which I know makes me sound ignorant, but maybe I know the song, I just don't know the name of it. Was I singing it though? On the draw, looks pretty good here. On a black. A 1-drop. Don't stick at all. It's Demir. Yeah, a little more Demir control, I guess. Stories can go. Don't need excess Cauldron though, unless one of them gets countered. Okay. If we discard a Cauldron, we're not gonna hit Delirium. So I don't think we need to do anything there. Attack here first, go Mako, then Fear. We tap it down to make a couple of fairies. Alright. Interesting. Sure. Cauldron can go here. That's fine. Probably a Fear could go that gets us Delirium, yeah? Alright. Sure. Ghost Vacuum coming down. Okay. Alright. Let's see if they use it right now to get rid of the stories. I take the Fear shut off Delirium. I think we're going to try to use the stories immediately then. Get what value we can out of it. Excess Cauldron, and... I mean, Cauldron's basically useless. Completely useless, right? It's largely useless, not completely useless. It could put him in a weird state. I think we'll bin this other land, though. There's a chance, if we land the Cauldron, then they're in a weird place where they actually can never use the Ghost Vacuum. Because if they go for it, then we respond with the Cauldron. And then we could actually develop a graveyard that would lead to a Fear missing out. You know, if we had a VV down there, they could never tap out. Well, now with double Ghost Vacuum, I don't know if that's going to fly. Alright, let's just try to beat him over the head with some Tierces and stuff. I think I'm off the Ghost Vacuum plan. Alright, I think we can off the Soul Cauldron plan. I think we can just probably ditch that to the Tierce. Alright, Ninjutsu in. See if they keep a blocker back. They do. Tap you down.
Control the fight. Control the outcome.
Sure. We can still get this guy dead, though. Tierce plus Dragon Hunt. I guess, technically, you want to Dragon Hunt first here, right? To guarantee something to discard. We guarantee we have a Soul Cauldron to discard now. They actually have a might have a decent number of creatures off the Ghost Vacuum if they ever get to 6 mana. Sleight of Hand's not bad. It's very cheap too, right? And we're not gonna hit. Will we hit Delirium if we do that? Sorcery, actually we would, wouldn't we? Okay, sure. We'll ban both then. Alright, you can go here, you can go face. Tap you. I wonder if you can untap the stun guy. Can you still attack if you have a stun counter? We just remove a stun counter if we tried that, I guess. You would still be tapped instead. Alright, they continue going off the graveyard, but our whole strategy actually is not graveyard dependent. Vivi showing up. I feel like it's just the Sanctuary here, though. Done. Dunzos. A lot of Ghost Vacuum, not a whole lot of anything else going on there. Looks like, what do we start the day? I feel like we started around 150. Maybe if we get one more win, we can end the day net up on rank. I feel like wins were already over 50% by a tiny bit. Not 100% sure about that. Many people have answered this, but Chairman Meow asked, if I have a transformed Cecil the Paladin, can I still play another Cecil the Dark Knight with a legendary rule? Yes, you can. There's some more thirsty comments about me wearing a tank top yesterday. Be gone, fell beasts. Alright, we're on the draw here. Hand's all looking pretty good today. Keep this. A lot of Dimir, too. What's up with that? Seriously, don't have that much space for removal, right? We don't know exactly what they're running. If they're net decking, they could have 3 cutdowns and 3 Ishko floats. Maybe they're net deck. I don't know. Great. It's a 2-drop. Dismal Backwater, gain a life. Budget action. Maybe they take the Tirsa here? Take one of our 2 VVs. I don't know if I would have discarded anything to Tirsa, really. Everyone's looking just fine here. Just whack him for 2. I'm happy having a bunch of creatures in hand. I don't think I want to discard the whole hand to Tirsa. Alright. Free draw a card every turn. Game on. To any target. We can make a dragon here, which is not so bad, actually. Kind of all we got going for us, actually. Tashana's Tidebender could actually shut down an activated ability, right? So I might actually do this now. Not really any good attacks otherwise. Guess we would trade with the cat. We'd eat the bat if given the choice, but if not given the choice, I think we'd still trade with the cat here. Bat part 2. Thrillseeker can deal damage to any target, so that is a way to kill one of the bats. So I think they should take Thrillseeker. And generally you always have to take their Rogue Spell. Yeah, I still think we're trading here. Put the counter on the Vivi, we just have 1 mana left open. No, 2 mana. We have 2 mana left open. We have 3 mana total. Cast Tirsa as well? Okay, maybe that's worth it. Let's try it. pretty big vivi for mana next turn. They didn't remove it already, right? I'm not sure who has the good game. I mean, they get to draw 2 cards per turn for free. Seems pretty decent to me. Cut down the 2/2. Kill the vivi as well. I mean, you get 2 draws per turn. Seems like you have the good game, right? Like, you have to whiff pretty hard to not draw enough, like, chump blocks against us. Just 1? Hold back a blocker? You're not going to block with anyway? Why not get in with both? 2 draws, 2 lifelink. Okay. Sure.
This is where things don't worry, Pom-Pom-chan. I've got this.
Oh my gosh. Skip this version. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Kind of like some Java update thing. Go for the plus. They don't want to draw a card. I guess they don't think they can erase us versus vivi. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay. Discard both? We don't have to discard Winter Night Stories. No, I guess we... Do we have to harmonize? No, yeah, we'll do it. 4 mana. Hold on. Yeah, we could just tap one of the Thrill Seekers, I guess. Both these guys can go. That's interesting. If we just do vivi now, that's infinite mana, right? That's pretty good. Okay, let's go get a vivi here. Okay, Winter Night Stories is next. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're not at lethal yet. Are we? I guess we are if we attack and they don't have anything. Hold on. Do we not have enough mana to do this? I don't have to do this for anyone. Autopay? Great. Okay, don't need you. Still do 1 Glacial Dragon Hunt here. Alright, so now we just find out if they have anything. Maybe we can need an extra Tirsa. So 13 damage presented. They could flash in a random blocker. Do we have more mana here? I guess so, but I don't see a big reason to use it right now. Flash on the Drowner. Okay, they tap down vivi, I guess. Sure. Actually, let's hold on, please, till after combat, I guess. They let it go, but we still have all this mana to spend after combat.
This place needs more hospitality.
Which makes this fine, I think. Auto Tower gave us blue, so we cannot cast the last Mako, but that's okay. I mean, I think we probably have them now at this point. Okay. That's kind of a weird game. Alright. Weird day overall. I guess we'll end the video there. I think we ranked up. I think we started the day at like 153 and we ended up 150. I think we won over 50%. We might have gone like 5 and 3 or something like that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, deck is interesting. I might do a best of 3 version later today because best of 1, I really didn't enjoy it that much. It felt kind of, I felt uncomfortable the whole time. Like I was never, like it can work out, but it doesn't always work out. Sometimes you don't have Cauldron, sometimes you don't have vivi. And then you're just like, all right, let's just play Mako and profs and hope we get there. But it did not feel as strong in best of 1 for sure. And in fact, the data shows that it's not as strong. So I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. I had an okay time with it. It felt uncomfortable the whole day. If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.